What's good, Dokkan Ninja Turtles? So here we are with a teaser behind me of Dokkan Transcended Campaign. And if you obviously clicked on the video because you're watching and you see the thumbnail, that's basically the leader currently right now that, you know, everyone's necessarily going with. So, you know, you can let me know what you think down here after this one, after you see it. So let's, without further ado.
So this is a Super Saiyan God.
And here I was hoping for an actual fight worth my time.
This is what it looks like to go beyond a Super Saiyan.
And literally, I said before that this was one of my picks. I was like, this is one of my picks. The Battle of God stuff, like, we know that's probably going to come out later on whenever that gets its remake stuff. Like, we know that that's going to happen again because this is Dokkan Battle. We know that's going to happen. This was one of the ones I was thinking: Goku, Vegeta, Golden Frieza. Then they pop it up here, and I'm like, okay. And then I was like, well, you know what? Maybe Gogeta Broly. Still in the themes of all the movies, by the way. That's basically that. So here's the thing. We're basically, everyone's going, well, they left out superheroes. They didn't end it with superheroes, which is after this. I think we know where this is going. And I'm going to say this because there's going to be a lot of people that's going to either hate or yada yada. I've already seen some comments online where people are like, another Beast Gohan. You know, we've got one legit Beast Gohan, okay? Calm down. This isn't Legends. We've got one Beast Gohan. The thing is that I still had Namek, so that's probably, like, this is super. This is super. If it's Namek Saga and they showed this, I would be like, what in the world are y'all even doing? Like, what, throw us off? Okay, but you could have did Z stuff and threw us off at that point in time. I mean, yeah, some people might have been like, oh, it's gonna be Namek Saga, but if this is a wild curveball, I don't think it is, but I would be like, what in the hell is going on over there at Dokkan? So Beast Gohan, or hear me out, Orange Piccolo, or seeing as this is Dokkan 2026, well, it's probably going to be a combination of an exchange card or something. So it might be like Orange Piccolo first and then exchanges into Beast Gohan. And it might even be like legit Orange Piccolo, like giant form, but not have that mechanic or whatever, but like giant form. If not the giant form, it doesn't really matter to me whatsoever at all, but probably that. And then now you have the Gammas and stuff like that that can actually be runnable again. So the Gamma, what is it? Gamma 1 and Ultimate Gohan, or just Gohan, like them, and then Gamma 2 and Orange Piccolo and stuff like you could run them now with them. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be the case here, because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't really make sense to have this and then be like Z Saga of this one. So we do have the categories up here of superheroes and also for movie bosses. So we're going to get to see what necessarily can get easy A out of this. And I think for the superheroes part, I think it's pretty much obvious about what can actually get like easy A's and stuff like that. It's just, I have to go back for the super easy A's and stuff to really see that one, because if they're going to follow the movie for superheroes, then you're going to have basically the spicy unfeatured units that I don't think have had an easy A yet. So you'll come down here and see, I doubt, obviously this is too early, blah blah blah. None of this is going to be here. Beast Gohan, or okay, hear me out though. By the way, my hand is over here, but the Beast Gohan and literally the Gammas here, that is for the 12th year anniversary. And depending on how you necessarily feel about the 12th year anniversary, bro, it low key don't matter, like in terms of like how great or whatever the units are, because the easy A's are going to be incredible. Like there's no way they fumble this guy in 2 metas. no no way whatsoever at all. The man that ran Dokkan for the longest with his air, literally one of the units that I can think of as a headliner that has actually had over 6 months of complete, I won't say complete utter dominance, but relevancy. I haven't even put, you know what? I haven't even put the fruit for the tree of might on this guy fully built up to see even what that 200% would even look like for him. And remember that with the easy A's, they're gonna get more than 200% in that kit. So you see what I'm saying here? Them I'm not even worried about at this point in time, because whatever we have, even if it is it's just going to make them that much better. And also remember that whatever we get currently right now, in about 6 months, like I said, when they do get their easy A's, because that's still Gogeta and also Broly, is going to be pretty wild, like genuinely wild. So I can see these two right here, 18 and Krillin getting theirs. Where are the dum-dums at? The dual dum-dums. Where? Oh, there they are, down here. So in terms of spicy unfeatured cards, banner or just banner cards, you got 18 and Krillin. Then you also got Trunks and Goten teen here that can get theirs. And then you have Kid Pan as well too, that could get all of their spicy unfeatured easy A's, which could be very good. And then let's not discredit both of these guys that are free to play down here, the Gammas, because both of these Gammas do not have awakenings. And what better for them to actually get awakenings and be somewhat decent? And you can see support is built in right there for both of them, so they do have attack and also defense, and that would actually help out with again a Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 LR and all the other Gammas in there. Like, it would help out quite a bit if they're, again, decent free to play cards with awakenings. And even if they wanted to go the route of giving them the easy A area and stuff like that, they want to give them the free to play easy A's now too, great. But with Dokkan, with their track record of having free to play cards, they've been pretty solid, to say the least. They've been pretty solid. If I come back to basically the headliner wise, because if it is Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan exchange card, and then we get another like Cell Max, like I'm curious, because we could get another Cell Max, but we could also get another Gamma 1, Gamma 2 card that exchange to Cell Max. And that's not that, and me saying that because, you know, super and extreme type, me even saying that isn't even a thing that can't happen at this point in time. I mean, we got Golden Frieza and Gogeta. When that happened, they just busted it wide open for everything. They busted it wide open, even with Majin Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. It's wide open at this point in time. So you could have that dynamic card, and then that's another way to give us another Cell Max, and then the Gammas card that will help out for artificial life forms, and then you can still be extreme bosses, so they can still buff super bosses and movie bosses. And that's still sort of the theme that we're currently in right now, is, you know, movie bosses and just movies in general. I think that's really great, and that's just this side of everything. That is just basically the super side. The side that's gonna suck is really the extreme for the super bosses, because when you kind of come down here and look at it, it's like, yeah, you have Cell Max here, and then when you're looking, you can't see like anything else of note that's on the extreme side that's going to be able to actually easy A out of it. Like, so they would have to give a new free-to-play card of maybe like the Red Ribbon Army soldiers or something like that. Like they could probably do that. and they'd be like, "Oh, here's a new card. You're probably not really gonna use it all that much, but here's a new card." Like they could do that, but it's very weak on super bosses. Like they would have to like easy A something else or whatever that's not in for this one, and they're not gonna push Cell Max's easy A. They're not gonna push his easy A up whatsoever at all. So this is the part that's very weak, because even through that one, it was just, again, the super side for super bosses was extremely loaded, and that's how that was. That's the only thing that I'm necessarily torn on, because obviously we know that they're not going to be like, oh, well, here's Moro and stuff like that. That's not happening. It's not the theme of movies or anything like that, so we know that's not happening. And I don't think they're going to drop some golden freezes, free to plays or whatever, to get easy A's out of it. I don't see that happening. Even though this basically takes place like well after Moro and stuff like that. Like it like this is like one of the last things that necessarily like happen for us. So I don't see it happening. I don't see them doing anything along the lines of that one. They could again catch us off guard. I mean, they could just be like, okay, we'll easy A this person out of that, and that'll be it. Like, but I'm having a hard time picking who that would actually be. Genuinely having a hard time, because it's just loaded for the actual superheroes, like very much loaded. Regardless, even if it is Beast Gohan, well, Orange Piccolo Beast Gohan card, even if it is that, it's still going to be a great celebration, even though I still have my own sort of gripes about stuff, because I'm one of the people that's still like, okay, well, where's Namek? We've had Dokkan Frontier, Namek, and we haven't had a legit payoff on it at all. Nothing to tie in, so you can go back and beat those. Nothing of that. Nothing to note. The free-to-play card is somewhat okay in Dokkan Frontiers. I mean, it's very gimmicky. You still got stuff that, you know, hinders that for certain missions and stuff for the Goku, and then you can't take him out in a real content without probably items and stuff like that on. So what, well, like, you know, what's the point there? You know, it's another Orange Piccolo Beast Gohan, and I'm gonna be hyped about that, because we don't really get them that much. We got Beastless Gohan, we do got the Orange Piccolo there, they got easy A's. That means these two guys come back, and if there is support built in as well with the new card, woo, like all it takes is that card. If the Dokkan Fest and then the Spicy Young feature are great, and then everyone's running super heroes again. Maybe even super villains, depending on how good, because at this point in time, I would have to say that if the super boss is like a Gammas and Cell Max, and they're probably just the LR of it, like the part 2 LR, they still got to be very, very, very good, because even if the category still has, you know, decent cards in it and stuff like that, you still have a lot of cards that are not going to get the easy A's just yet, and it's going to take a good little minute, because I mean, like I said, you still got this one here that's not going to get an easy A just yet. He's going to get that around the 12th year anniversary, and you know, you still got my boy over here, Merge Zamasu, that when he gets his easy A and stuff like that, boom, you know, there you go there. But for the most part, like, they're gonna have to be very good to carry super bosses a little bit. I won't say like a crazy amount, but they're gonna have to be extremely good to sort of factor in, because obviously one side is gonna be way better than the other side. But that's basically it for this one. If you're in the sort of realm of me currently right now, and maybe the popular opinion for everyone and being like, yeah, it's probably gonna be Beast Gohan Orange Piccolo, or Orange Piccolo Beast Gohan, let me know, because like I said, you go back to like months and months and months, half a year ago and stuff like that, when people were calling for another Orange Piccolo and everything. Like, if they give it to us now and it's before at this one, then this means this Transcendent campaign is probably going to be very good. But that's a distraction. It's a trap, because then we know that the Global Dokkan campaign is about to be absolutely wild. if they're willing to drop a high like Orange Piccolo Beast Gohan card with incredible animations, because let's be honest here, I don't think they're gonna skip out on the animations for them. I don't think that's gonna happen. They have skipped on the animations for units and stuff like that this year, but for the most part, like I don't think they're gonna do it for this one. I think since this is a high quality celebration, then we're gonna be looking at high quality animations, and that's gonna translate over to the kits. And especially since I said last time that they're gonna be EX supers, it's gonna be, well, is Beast Gohan gonna have the EX super, or is it gonna be like, actually I guess technically speaking they usually have the first unit have the EX super, so that would, if it is gonna be Orange Piccolo then exchange to Beast Gohan, then that would mean Orange Piccolo has the EX and then Gohan just has the active skill. And hopefully it's a Dokkan original, because don't get me wrong, I like the special beef, like I like that, and it's still like one of my favorite like active skills in terms of look wise, especially from old Dokkan. You look at it, it still looks very good. It still looks very good, still at the top. I would like a Dokkan original, you know, because even though Beast Gohan didn't do that much in that movie, like if they put us out some Dokkan original animation for that, woo, you talking about money, you talking about possibly getting some top grossing in that, to be quite honest. But let me know in the comment section below. I'm just yapping off at the end of this video, but other than that, have an awesome day / night, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.